Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. The diagnostic trouble code DTC P0451 indicates a fuel tank pressure (FTP) sensor circuit range performance problem. This specific issue occurs in the Honda Accord models from 2012 to 2017 with the K24W1 engine. The FTP sensor plays a critical role in monitoring the vapor pressure in the fuel tank to detect any leaks in the evaporative emission (EVAP) system. Positioned on the EVAP canister, the sensor's output voltage varies with changes in fuel tank pressure. When the engine operates normally, the sensor's output voltage is expected to fluctuate within a specific range as pressure rises and falls. However, if there are rapid changes, potentially caused by electrical noise, the Powertrain Control Module (PCM) may consider this abnormal. Such fluctuations, detected over a set time frame, trigger the PCM to store the DTC P0451, which signifies a malfunction in the FTP sensor circuit, and adherence to environmental regulations becomes critical. Preventive maintenance is vital for the longevity and functionality of the fuel tank pressure (FTP) sensor and the broader EVAP system. Regular inspections are highly recommended to ensure that any signs of wear or damage can be addressed before leading to DTC P0451 or other similar codes. Technicians should specifically check the integrity of wiring connected to the FTP sensor, as deterioration can easily lead to communication errors between the sensor and the Powertrain Control Module (PCM). Monitoring the overall performance of the fuel system, including emissions checks, ensures that the vehicle adheres to environmental regulations while delivering optimal performance. Additionally, maintaining thorough vehicle records will help in tracking previous issues and implementing timely interventions. In summary, the DTC P0451 signifies a fuel tank pressure sensor circuit range performance problem, a critical issue that can significantly affect vehicle performance and emissions. Understanding the role of the FTP sensor in detecting leaks within the EVAP system highlights the importance of maintaining its functionality. Regular monitoring and timely diagnostics become essential in preventing permanent damage or costly repairs. Following thorough troubleshooting steps can lead to identifying and rectifying sensor issues effectively. Lastly, implementing preventive maintenance will enhance the overall reliability and performance of your Honda Accord, ensuring compliance with emission standards and a satisfactory driving experience. The fuel tank pressure (FTP) sensor, located on the evaporative emission (EVAP) canister, is a vital component for detecting leaks within the system. Responsible for providing real-time fuel tank pressure data, the sensor allows the Powertrain Control Module (PCM) to efficiently monitor and manage the vehicle's emissions. Specifically, as fuel tank pressure increases, the FTP sensor outputs a higher voltage signal. Conversely, when the pressure decreases, the output voltage drops accordingly. This dynamic allows the PCM to determine the overall health of the EVAP system, ensuring it functions correctly. If the PCM detects an inconsistency in the signals, like abnormal voltage causes by electrical noise, this can lead to the storing of DTC P0451, indicating a trouble in the FTP sensor's range and performance. Several factors may lead to the triggering of DTC P0451, starting with electrical noise interference affecting the FTP sensor's performance. Electrical noise can originate from various vehicle components, potentially overlapping the sensor's normal voltage signal and leading to erroneous readings. Another significant cause could be a faulty FTP sensor itself, which may not be providing accurate voltage outputs due to internal malfunctions. Additionally, Wiring issues, such as frayed or broken wires connecting the sensor to the PCM, can also affect communication and cause fluctuations in the signal. It's crucial to examine these components thoroughly, as failure to address these issues can result in compromised emissions control and potential financial penalties for non-compliance. A vehicle exhibiting DTC P0451 may show several noticeable symptoms primarily related to the functioning of the FTP sensor and the overall emission system. The most immediate symptom is the illumination of the malfunction indicator light, MIL, alerting the driver of a potential issue. Additionally, drivers may notice reduced fuel economy due to incorrect fuel tank pressure readings, affecting the engine's performance. Rough engine idle can be another manifestation, as improper pressure feedback can lead to a poor air-fuel mixture, ultimately impacting engine stability. Furthermore, these symptoms, when coupled with other error codes, can highlight compromise in the vehicle's emission control systems, demanding prompt attention and inspection. The first troubleshooting step for addressing DTC P0451 begins with starting the engine and allowing it to idle until the radiator fan engages. This step is crucial as it ensures the engine reaches a stable operating condition, allowing the powertrain control module, PCM, to gather accurate information regarding the vehicle's performance. It is important to monitor various engine parameters while idling to verify that they fall within the normal operating ranges, specifically focusing on temperature and voltage levels. Once the fan activates, it indicates that the engine is sufficiently warmed up, evidencing that the cooling system and engine management are functioning correctly. This initial diagnosis helps establish a baseline for subsequent tests and whether the FTP sensor can communicate correctly with the PCM. Following the initial step, the second troubleshooting procedure involves driving the vehicle at a steady speed of 35 miles per hour for at least 10 seconds. This is a vital action that allows the FTP sensor to produce stable output signals while under the physiological load of cruising speed. During this period, staying consistent with the speed is essential for the PCM to adequately monitor the sensor's output and ensure that it aligns with the environmental conditions. While conducting this test, mechanics should observe the FTP sensor output. Any significant deviations could indicate an ongoing issue with the sensor itself. Additionally, adequate traffic conditions must be ensured for safety during this test. The third step in troubleshooting DTC P0451 requires the driver to decelerate with the throttle valve fully closed. This action simulates a rapid change in vacuum within the fuel tank. Since the FTP sensor is sensitive to changes in fuel tank pressure, decelerating causes the pressure in the fuel tank to decrease, which should prompt a corresponding voltage drop in the sensor's output. Observing how the FTP sensor voltage behaves during this phase is essential. Any anomalies could signal that the sensor is struggling to relay accurate information. Furthermore, repeating this pattern ensures that any intermittent issues are captured effectively, providing a clearer indication of the sensor's functionality during these critical operations. The final troubleshooting step involves repeating the previously outlined driving pattern at least 3 times. This repetition does not merely ensure reliability in data collection, but also increases the likelihood of identifying intermittent faults within the FTP sensor system. Throughout this process, monitoring any reappearance of DTC P0451 is paramount. Each cycle helps solidify whether the problem is consistent or appears sporadically, which can lead to targeted repairs. Additionally, employing a Honda Diagnostic System, HDS, allows for more granular data analysis, providing insights into the performance parameters of the FTP sensor and related components. The thoroughness of this approach is essential for accurate diagnostics and determining concrete repair actions. Upon completing repairs related to DTC P0451, the next step is final verification of the repairs made. Start by clearing the DTC from the Powertrain Control Module (PCM) using a scan tool, resetting the monitoring systems back to their default state. After clearing the codes, a test drive of the vehicle is necessary to allow the system to re-evaluate its operations and confirm whether the issue has been resolved. Throughout this driving session, the technician should remain vigilant for the MIL's illumination or any new fault codes, ensuring that the prior malfunction does not recur. Ideally, if the vehicle operates without any disturbances and subsequent checks do not reveal a reactivation of DTC P0451, it indicates successful repairs. If any faults resurface, further diagnostics will be necessary. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.